Welcome back to this 108-day Surya Namaskara or Sun Salutations journey. Today is day 97, and today we reflect on a very important teaching. Slowing down is not weakness. Sometimes slowing down is the doorway to depth. In modern life, speed has become a badge of success. Fast results, fast workouts, fast replies, fast decisions, fast productivity, fast transformation. We are constantly trained to move quickly. But yoga invites us into a different intelligence. Yoga asks, can you slow down enough to feel? Can you slow down enough to breathe? Can you slow down enough to notice what is actually happening inside you? Because when movement becomes too fast, awareness often becomes shallow. The body may be moving, but the mind may not be present. The posture may be completed, but the experience may be missed. And this is especially true in Surya Namaskara. Surya Namaskara can be practiced quickly. It can build heat, it can increase circulation, it can create strength, stamina, and rhythm. But if we are always rushing through it, we may miss its subtler gifts. The feeling of the breath entering the body, the grounding of the feet, the opening of the chest, the surrender in the forward fold, the steadiness in the plank, the awakening in the spine, the quiet moment of return. These are not small details. These are the places where yoga happens. Not only in the completion of the posture, but in the awareness within the transition. So today, day 97 is an invitation. Do not only ask, how many rounds did I complete? Ask, how deeply did I inhabit each round? Because one conscious round can be more transformative than 10 unconscious repetitions. This is not about rejecting intensity. Intensity has its place. Fire has its place. Tapas has its place. But fire without awareness can become aggression. Intensity without listening can become ego. Speed without presence can become mechanical. Yoga teaches us to bring intelligence into effort, to know when to rise, to know when to pause, to know when to deepen, to know when to soften. This is maturity in practice. When we slow down, we begin to notice the hidden patterns. Where do I hold unnecessary tension? Where do I collapse? Where do I rush? Where do I avoid feeling? Where do I disconnect from breath? The slower practice reveals the truth. And sometimes that truth is uncomfortable. But it is also liberating. Because what we can feel, we can heal. What we can notice, we can refine. What we can bring into awareness, we no longer have to repeat unconsciously. In this way, slowing down becomes a form of self-study. Svadhyaya, the study of the self. Not through theory alone, but through direct observation. The body becomes the scripture, the breath becomes the teacher, the movement becomes the mirror. Every transition says something. Every sensation reveals something. Every breath tells us whether we are forcing, flowing, resisting, or arriving. And this teaching applies far beyond the mat. How often do we rush through conversations without truly listening? How often do we eat without tasting? How often do we work without presence? How often do we live the day but miss the experience of being alive. Sometimes we do not need a completely different life. We need a different quality of attention inside the life we already have. Slower, deeper, more conscious, more embodied. So today, let Surya Namaskara become less like a task to finish and more like a temple to enter. Move with respect. Breathe with sincerity. Pause without guilt. Feel without rushing. Let each round become an offering, not to speed, not to performance, not to perfection, but to presence. Today's reflection is, where in my life am I rushing so much that I am missing the depth of the experience? Stay with this question gently. Maybe it is your practice. Maybe it is your work. Maybe it is your meals. Maybe it is your relationships. Maybe it is your spiritual journey itself. This is day 97 of 108. Let Surya Namaskara remind you, depth does not always come from doing more. Sometimes depth comes from being more fully present with what you are already doing. Slow down, breathe deeper, move consciously, and let the practice reveal what speed has been hiding. See you on day 98. Namaste.